Oh, sorry. Hi, everyone. Sexual violent contacts is strictly prohibited. All violators will be banned. If you have any frequent questions or any questions or concerns, please contact the format that you are using. First of all, I want to start off by saying that I haven't been on my live for a while, but I did want to address something that has been coming to my concern that I've been listening to around me and stuff like that, and random conversations and noticing the people around me. Not only here on the east side of Hawaii, I also went on the west side of Hawaii to, observe and look at how people are reacting in Kona towards the unfair voting that is happening right now. The unfair voting that is happening right now is what I'm talking about, is that these new policies and these new legislative things that they're coming out is unfair, meaning is unconstitutional. Them even writing it out, even them attempting to even proceed this, is unconstitutional proceedings against the democracy of the United States of America's words of fair, justice, free, liberty for all elections to all legal civilians. And that's the reason why I stretched it out and said civilians. As we all know, there are people here in Hawaii and in other states that does not have a social security number. They are illegals. Those that do not have social security numbers cannot receive any of the benefits that we are giving out. So, for any of those complaints of their standing grounds of why they're interfering, conflicting, and objecting this way of proceeding of fair voting. Fair voting. I told all of you guys, the Republicans will attack the voting when we learn how to work the system in the fairest and honest way for us as well. Because the Republicans are attacking the fair voting way, that means this election for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris has been fair, justice, liberty, and free for all. So that means the Republicans just got a slap in their face of reality. Reality just told the Republicans the majority of America hates them. Majority of America hates Republicans because they're corrupted, they abuse their powers, they use their job title, they use their job descriptions to create policies that is unhumane. They create legislatives to be unfair, and they set up communities to make it harder and unfair for everyone. They made communities. And I'm speaking on behalf of the communities that always have the hurdles, the track, the trials, the tribulations, just to practice their rights. Those acts is against the constitutional proceeding of the democracy of what is fair and justice and liberty and freedom for all. Any way of attempting to stop any legal citizen to a fair vote, to speak their freedom of speech, because voting is your freedom of speech. You let them take away your voting, you're letting them take away your freedom of speech. So those legislations those acts, those amendments are acts of attack. Okay? They're battering. Because they do not let you free willingly practice your rights by the words of the Constitution that you are recognized as a United States citizen. When they take away your freedom of speech or vote, they're taking away your First Amendment of freedom of speech. If no one understands when I keep saying freedom of speech. These acts and these amendments are already violating the First Amendment. Because the reason why voting was created, so you could practice freedom of speech. You could use your voice as a vote. So you could speak on the behalf of what you are voting for. So we knew specifically what end you really was on, what side of the story you really was on, so we know your point of view. You see all these double agents, hard, yeah, in this Republican world, backstabbers, betrayers. Kind of hard for no if they really telling you the truth, isn't it? So if you do not have freedom of speech, how can you ask all these liars these questions, the important questions? Like, why are you interfering in a fair election? Why are you interfering, conflicting in a fair, constitutional democracy election? Why are you obviously breaking the law? Those acts of actions are physical evidence by the court of law that they are breaking the First Amendment of everyone's freedom of speech. Everyone's freedom of speech. 2, they're breaking also. Okay? What I know I don't want to say this, but they're also breaking the rules of who you can house. The humane policies of family members taking in family, that is also. They're not military people that the Second Amendment talk about. Or your Second Amendment is your gun rights, sorry. Your third one is the other one. Anyways, so for that one. But I'm not going down the rows of the amendment. I'm going down by the where it pops in my head. Okay? So the second thing I wanted to tell you guys was what was humane about those acts of policies is that these immigrants are coming in. They're getting the COVID shots. They're not getting the COVID shots, sorry. They're getting COVID tested. And those that pass, that is COVID free, are the only ones allowed in Hawaii, in the state of the United States of America, any state. If they do not pass the COVID, they get quarantined. We quarantine them in that little prison place, and we quarantine them for 14 days. And we give them the option again. Do you want to come in or do you want to go home? After the 14 days, if they say they want to stay here, we give them another COVID test and they have to pass. After the COVID test, they have to pass the citizenship test. And once they pass the citizenship test, then we contact their family members to pick them up. They will go through a constitutional proceeding that is fair for us Americans to see that they was initiated fairly. This is the same way New York did the initiations for Germany, France, and all of Europe. So all of you that is complaining about these proceedings and you are against it, then every Caucasian person must go back home. You are an inheritant, you are a descendant of the immigration, of the immigrants from Europe, from Germany, France, Switzerland, Ireland. You guys are from there. And if you are against this proceeding, that means you also came here illegally. That means your social securities are fake. You was born here, yes, but you was born here illegally because your ancestor did not go through the correct proceedings to be accepted in the United States of America. So all Caucasians will be forced to go back to Europe by the military of the United States of America. Family and all could force their family out of the United States of America. Your own son will force you out. Your own daughter will force you out. Your own uncle, your own auntie, your own mother, your own father, they will be the ones to force you out. Your niece, your nephew in the military will force you out, Caucasians. So keep your mouth shut, because we're doing it exactly the same way we accepted you when you migrated to America. So, and before any one of these new immigrants can vote, they gotta live in their community for at least 2 years. At least 2 to 3 years before they can vote. So I don't know why you guys crying. Because their votes wouldn't count. Their votes wouldn't count because they'll go through the justice system. They'll go through the filters. And any social security number that is still unread will not be accepted. How you think children cannot register or vote? They have social security numbers. But once their social security go through the machines or go through the checklist, it's in the checklist of alert. It turns red. Meaning it would not even go through the system. That's the reason why Rudy Giuliani and everybody was attacking the machines. Because the machines check if these social security numbers are still underage. They check if these social security numbers is deceased. They check these social security numbers to make sure they are not criminals or felons. So only those go through. That's the first filter. The second filter is in the court system of those that were certified by the machines and hand counted. Okay? After it was hand counted and through the machine, it goes through the justice system. And they only count the ones that are certified. Meaning they double check the ones that are certified to make sure that these social security numbers are passable. They do not care about your name. They only give a shit about your social security number. You do not have a name in the system. You are known by a number. And how many times did I tell you that? Your name in the system is your social security number. Is your name. So if your social security number, okay, gets alerted that you cannot vote, it's not going to be accepted. When the state and the machines is the local level. The state level is the governors, the judicial branch of your community and your state. Then it goes to another filter to the federal, the FBI, the CIA. They filter them through. Then goes Supreme Court. This year, we made sure FBI did them. We made phone calls to FBI to tell them investigate, to make sure they do their end too. So how is this? Why are they attacking a constitutional proceeding of how to address appropriate time to voting? Time is money. Yes, time is money. What's your point? Huh? What you throwing out bullshit, time is money shit for? Anyways. So, in the time comes, and yes, time is money, and money is time. My grandson already has went out, if that's what you're asking. If you watch the news, everything has passed. I told you it was going to win by 1, and I told you the next one was going to win by Kamala Harris. Now you understand all my lives before when in October of 2020, remember? In October of 2020, I was telling you, I need Kamala Harris. Why do you think I said that? Now you see the answer why. All of you that never believe why I needed Kamala Harris. Did you see the news? Did you see what she did? 50-50. What does the law say? Vice President must vote to split the fare. And she did. Didn't I tell you that? So now, I want a lot of lawyers, licensed lawyers, to put suits against these Republicans for attacking our democracy again, attacking the constitutional proceedings to amend rules that is already considered fair. And in our economy demands that proceeding is fair. So why and what standing grounds do they have to say that this proceedings that has been ruled and judged and experienced and trialed and monitored and observed to be a fair proceeding of acts of actions for fair voting? For fair voting here in the United States of America. These Republicans are consistently attacking our democracy. Why is these FBI, CIA, NCA not arresting these Republicans on standing ground of probability, a probable cause of unconstitutional acts of actions of breaking the laws of our Constitution and democracy of the United States of America? They're breaking the laws. So why are they not arresting these Republicans? It is against the law to break the Constitution. It's against the law to tempt, to conflict, break, interfere, change a fair constitutional proceeding by enforcing an unconstitutional proceeding. The Republicans are enforcing an unconstitutional proceeding. It is unfair. It is injustice. And it should not stand in no way in the United States of America. Pentagon should see this as more than just drama in the Supreme Court. The Pentagon should see this already as an attack from foreigners that is pretending to be citizens. All these people that was been born and is domestic and has social security numbers and is attacking the democracy is no longer citizens. They are criminals, they are felons, they are terrorists. They are pretenders, fake citizens of the United States of America. Even though they was born in America, they are fake American citizens. They have lost their citizen rights when they entered and raided and declared war against the United States of America. The Republicans declared war against the United States of America citizens, the United States of America itself, and the democracy of the United States of America that America stands on. The people is under attack. The words is under attack. The system is under attack. And the democracy of what stands for the America people is under attack by those fake domestic citizens that has legal Social Security numbers. Those that have legal Social Security numbers are attacking. They are the terrorists, and we must address these terrorists. They are worse than foreigners. They are worse than immigrants. They are worse because they are the ones that we kept close to us. They was our friends. They was our family. They were our loved ones. And they are betraying us. Betraying us, Americans. Betraying us, democracy. Betraying the United States of America. They're treason against the United States of America. They're treason against the American people. They're against the democracy. And all of you out there, what does Republicans like to do? Sue. Lawsuit. That's why they're really good in court. All you restaurants out there, food poisoning, I sue you. COVID is a poison. You poisoned me. You did it. This restaurant, I only ate at this restaurant on this day, and I believe full force and effect that this restaurant gave me COVID, and I want to sue. The right Karen comes into your building. That correct Karen with the big money. Or that howly girl, that white Caucasian person start crying wolf in your business because they get a grudge against you because you didn't vote for Joe Biden. Your whole facility clean, sanitized. There's no way they could have got COVID from your restaurant or your business. But that Karen is on the ground in the fetus position saying, my stomach, I think I got poison, COVID, I sick, I die. Goes in the ambulance, calls her attorney, calls her lawyers. Karen calls the cops. Karen gets you arrested. Karen sees you at court. Karen sues your company. And there goes your life. What about all your other businesses? You close, like Ross, retail. Oh, was this shirt? I bought them over here. It would smell funny, but I thought it was the store. But I swear it was this shirt that got me sick. Because when I wear them, I got so sick. Blah, blah, blah. And I bought this shirt from Walmart. I bought this shirt from Target. And I think it was COVID infested. And it was contaminated. The right Karen. You just need the right Karen with the right lawyers. And the good friends on the trial. So they can vote that the company poisoned you. And I bet you those 12 jurors gonna be Karen's friends. Lying, they're not friends. And you fucked up. Welcome to another acquit like Donald Trump. Now tell me, you believe this justice system is fair and justice? Because I'm still getting over this cold. It's still going around and around and around. And you know why we couldn't stop it from going around and around and around? Because the Caucasians, I call them cokeheads, but not all Caucasians is cokeheads. So all these Caucasians is polluted with this virus. Because you can get the vaccine, but you can still spread them. We just to show you on the news that these Republicans, when pay off Florida, why? Now you know why. Now go to, remember, I told you in January, remember in December, I told you go look at the airport. Go back to my lives in December. Here on YouTube too. I told you guys, how come everybody flying? How come they going Florida? Now go watch the news. These Republicans went bribe for vaccines. Now we know where the missing vaccines went. On the news, when proven by physical evidence, the missing vaccines in January and December went to Florida. And everybody in Florida, the Republicans, went buy them 10 times more than how much you buy from the facility if you do them honestly. 10 times more. That's why they walking around thinking they all good, because they're not going to get sick. But they don't care. They get them on them. They don't care that they walking them inside. They get them in their chest. They get them in their throat. They don't care. Because they don't care that you don't want a vaccine. They don't care. They care only that, oh, I got the vaccine. No one know. But that's the reason why they're not wearing masks. They telling you no believe in the vaccines. But all Republicans will get them. And they look all healthy and well to me. So if you see one Caucasian person without a mask on, just automatically think COVID cootie cancer stick walker. That's one cancer stick walking around, one human cancer stick. You that never get the vaccine, you the one that trying to take care of yourself because you don't trust the vaccine. That person that just walked past you just gave you COVID. Because it's in their mouth, it's in their breath. They got nothing covering the breath. You just inhale their carbon monoxide. And their carbon monoxide is full with bacteria. It's scientifically proven that even your air that's coming out of your mouth, your carbon monoxide is full with bacteria. I told you the bacteria is air-bound, airtight. Carbon monoxide from your mouth is also air. You're breathing it out. The vaccine only helps your body, prevents you from getting sick. So if it's on your skin or on your clothes, because you're talking like a COVID cancer stick carrier, you the problem. You the fucking problem. You cancer stick carrier. Hello? Not all of us can get the vaccines yet. If we all cannot get the vaccines yet, I would love and appreciate all of you that got the vaccines to think of us that still never get them yet. Can you have some compassion and be kind and be nice to us and say, you know what? I got the vaccine by wearing this mask for the person that did not get it. Because just in case, my vaccine helping me not get them, but I might have it, but I do not want to spread it. I have compassion enough to treat others the way I want to be treated, and I do not want a cancer stick come by me and give me cancer. COVID is a cancer because people still dying. It's not a flu. It's not a cold. We level the bacteria down when there's less deaths. You know how much people was dying on the common cold before? It was called a cancer, before. But now that nobody really died from them, we can get better because we get the medicines, we get the cold, we know how to deal with them. Our immune system and adapt. When leveled down to a common cold. Right now, the COVID is still in cancer. People dying like fucking wild. And then, when we can minimize the dying, we can make it a flu. Because people still die on the flu. So we can mild it down to the flu level. But how the fuck are we going to get to the flu level if we couldn't do what our ancestors did? Vaccine everybody, get everybody's immune system to adapt, and everybody's immune system to recognize and have a fighting force against this to bring it down to the flu level. Because if you look at the records, in the scientific records, the flu is starting to turn into a common cold level that we can survive the flu now. Now the COVID we're trying to get into the flu level. We're trying, okay? That's what we're trying to do. But you fucking Caucasians making this tribulation, this trial harder. Look at here in Hawaii. I am proud of our people here in Hawaii. I am proud. I have pride. They got their vaccines, but they still wear their mask. Because they understand the vaccine might be helping them. But how do we know we're not the ones giving it out too? So they wear their masks. They wash their hands. They still wear hand sanitizer. Mostly this side of Hilo. This is the rainy side, the cold side. We always get sick this side because always raining, always cold. That's why a lot more people on this side, Hilo side, east side of the Big Island, really hold down health behaviors because it rains here all the time. It's cold here all the time. Sick come all the time. We cannot be playing with this kind of shit. We know this. So we take precaution. We be proactive. We're not like spoiled like corner side. Nice weather. No need to worry about the cold. No need to worry about the rain. But here we go. But I mean what I say. Please, everybody. I'm begging all of you. And that's why I'm at a point that I'm demanding it. I'm demanding everyone. Who gives a shit about what laws or rules that they're opening or not opening? Think to yourself, what is common sense for you? What is common sense for your health? You want runny nose like me? You want to deal with coughing like me? Or you rather be healthy, knowing that your immune system is healthy enough that you can go out there knowing that your immune system will fight it? Which one would you rather be? Then help yourself, help others. When you wear the mask, when you hand sanitize, when you wash your hands, when you use soap and water, you take a shower, you wash your ass. Those little things is called treatment. The way you want to be treated. The reason why I know this is because back in the 90s, a lot of adults back then had problems of showering, you know. They used to not like shower. The adults. And if you notice, those are the same adults that giving us problems with the mask. These are the same adults that gave us problems of health behaviors in the 90s. And they're doing it now. So that shows that they never grow up. They still think they're in the 90s. Yeah. So I'm asking all of you, if you want to be treated with compassion and nice, and you don't want to get sick, and you don't want to look at somebody and go, oh, they're the ones that get me sick, they're the ones, then you practice it. You be the leader. You wear the mask. And if, like I told you, I was surrounded by a shitload of people that was Trump supporters down Bayfront telling me why I would vote for Joe Biden and why I wearing one mask. I told the lady here, it's my freedom to wear the mask if I choose to or not. As much as your freedom, you don't like wear the mask. As much as my freedom, I want to wear the mask. That is called fair and justice. You cannot tell me not to wear the mask as much as I cannot tell you to not wear it or to wear it. Why do you think I reach out to you with understanding and compassion? Can you please understand where I'm coming from and have a little bit of compassion and treat others the way you want to be treated? Because would you want to stand next to somebody that's filthy, dirty, never shower for years or months? No. You know how I know? Go look up all the Karens that made reports against homeless people. I get complaints about homeless people on the wide. From Karens saying that there's this dirty old man that never showered for days over there, blah, blah, blah. And she's scared that her family gonna get sick because she dirty and blah, blah, blah. So where is all these Karens that was complaining about all these homeless people being dirty, never shower, and they're causing a lot of sickness? Where is these Karens? Why the Karens not doing it for all these COVID carriers? Calling the cops, making reports going, you see that guy over there not wearing the mask? He's spreading COVID. He dirty. That's disgusting. People can get sick like that. Why are these Karens not doing that now? Where they went? They went MIA, these Karens. Karen, we got new homeless people. We need you for say that they dirty and they spreading sickness. Where is these Karens that always called the police and said there's this dirty guy that never showered and where is that Karen that called the cops on that black guy that did not wash his hands in the bathroom? Where's the Karen? I'm looking for that Karen that called the cops on the black guy because he did not wash his hands in the bathroom. There's this white howly lady named Karen that called the cops on a black man, and she assumed and accused him for not washing his hands. And she said that she was afraid for her life because she could have got sick. She could have got sick. Tell Joe Biden that don't do his job that. Don't know what you're talking about, but how Joe Biden is doing his job is by the description of the words of the democracy. You see how the Republicans brainwashed you thinking that the president had a lot of authority? No. The president has not that much authority. Like I told you, it's Congress. You guys that stupid? Or you guys that ignorant? Or you guys that brainwashed? Which one? Which veil you using? The veil of stupidity? The veil of ignorance? Or the veil of brainwash? Which one? Or the veil of manipulation? Which one? Because I keep hearing more and more lies. Because like I said, on January 6th, what did I say? Look, these fucking dummies. I guarantee you, I bet you, all of you, they're gonna lie and say that this is fake fuckers. No, dummy. Remember, the FBI and the CIA have been watching this QAnon, Oath Keepers, Proud Boys, and all this white gangs for years. For my evidence on my video for 2 years. For 2 years, since 2018. 2018, 2019. They was investigating them. 2020. So 3 years. Sorry, 3 years. So 3 years. They was watching, observing them. So all these people that saying that that's lies and they're from somebody else and there's another group and only dressing up as them, Bob, is lies. Because we've been waiting for them to do the insurrection for 3 years. Because they was talking about this for 3 years. For 3 whole years, the Republicans was talking about this. Why you think the FBI and the hackers, so thank you all you hackers out there that would leak them out, that the Republicans that's in office was talking to all the people that's in jail right now. Everybody that's in jail right now, their phone calls are now being observed and studied. And they have called Ted Cruz. They have called all the Republicans. Even that Taylor Greene lady. Even that gun crazy stupid girl. I don't even know her name. The one with the dark hair. The one that likes to fucking swing around her gun all the time. They have all records of the people in jail talking to these people. And in a format, their conversation was in a format of a plan of this insurrection for 3 years. 3 years. Because they have the rights. The FBI, CIA, NCA has the rights to go back 3 years. At least 3 years. They can go up to 7 years, 9 years they like. But look how much evidence we got in 3 years. The Republicans declared war by physical evidence, by their orchestration of this coup of conspiracies. And if you cannot see my teeth while I'm talking, then you dumb as fuck. So, nah, I'm good. So, anyways, in any which way, I am who I am, and it is what it is. It is what it is. I am who I am. You choose to believe me or not, that's up to you. I am the world leader of all world leaders. I am the king of all kings. I'm the leader of all leaders. I'm the Lord of all lords. I do not care if you believe me or not. But I demand all those lawyers and attorneys from those states, mostly Georgia, New York, Pennsylvania, Arizona, Texas, California, to make those amendments, sues. They're attacking your rights. You do not stand up, you lawyers, you attorneys. I will do it here in Hawaii, like I did on November 17th, 2020. I will make another case. And I'll do it in 24 hours. I will be done in 24 hours after that case. And in 72 hours, it will be done. And you will see the execution of what an iron rod really looked like. Remember, I am the wielder. The iron rod is all of those I created. They are the hands, they are the movements. The iron rod is made out of humans. Now you understand? Believe me or not, that is your choice and your freedom. I am who I am. And it is what it is. Now have